with Kip's Corner. Welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. Thanks for joining me. I am done with my Mycologist notebook. Mycology is the study of fungi, mushrooms, it's that. And so this is my design team project for Tracy Fox Creative for November. And I really like the way it turned out. I'm really happy with it. If you didn't see the cover video, I decided that I wanted to put dimension down below. And so for the cover, I cut out a leaf shape. And it's kind of hard to see because I covered a lot of it. But this is a leaf shape. And created this sort of box with the opening where I've got the metal pieces behind it. This is fabric from Seth After here on top. And the back is fabric from Tim Holtz. And then this is an legit old book cover here underneath everything. Little metal ruler, not metal, wood. And a little weird metal piece I found. And then there's a little mushroom right there. Then on the side, I've got some, I don't know what that is from. I think it's from a doily or maybe a table runner or something. It's a square. And then I've got hubs on the outside just to give it that more natural, that rustic look. And then I use that same jute here along the side. Metal corners on all four sides. And then the back is just the rest of this coming through, and then the rest is plain. Then for the closure, I did just my standard, this is what I do most of the time. This is a hub, a little knob. And this is just, this sari silk is wrapped through the eyelet back here and then just looped around and tied. So as this grows, if it grows, you can untie it and loosen it. Or if you take things out, you can untie it and tighten it. But you don't have to untie it every time you open it. All you have to do is just push down, grab hold of the little loop, and pop it off. And then the same when you go to close it, just pop it on the hoop, and that's all you have to do. So that's why that's one of my favorites. You don't, there's no tying, only to expand and contract if you need to. So let's just get into it. That's the cover. All right. It is kind of chunky. It's pretty full. I didn't intend necessarily for it to be that way, but do we ever, right? Just so you know, on the outside, it's about we're going to say 4 3/4, and it is 11 inches tall. So this is a tall skinny. And then the spine is about a 2 1/4 inch spine. So there's lots in here. There are 5 signatures, and we'll start here. This is just some paper I had. It's just a really pretty, just a cool paper. And what I did after I sewed around the edge, so I went in and sanded just to kind of age it up and sanded over the sewing. So I did all of that on purpose. Then again, per my standard, I hope this is not getting old, but this is a pocket made from a vintage handkerchief. Vintage or antique, I don't know. But this particular one has this little tatting around the edge, which is just really cute. I added a little button here with a fold over. Then on the inside, this is just a little leaf that was in a Happy Mail piece that I got that I thought I would stick in there. And then this is it's a little notebook. It's Oxford Tailors, which has nothing to do with mushrooms, but it's a little notebook that you can write in. There's a neat picture there. And it's mostly blank. So I put that in there. And the calendar in the back is from 1918. So this is an old piece. And the paper's in pretty good shape. So other than just right here in the front, the rest of the pages are empty. So a little notebook for you. A little piece of ephemera. All right, here we go. I used Tracy Fox Creative Love Junk Journals on Etsy, the Mycologist Notebook Digital Kit. And it is a nice big kit, and I didn't use anywhere near everything that's in there. But that's what I use for my pages and for the ephemera pieces that are in here. And so right here in the beginning, I just got one of the images from the kit just clipped in here. I've also added down here some rub-ons periodically throughout, some foliage type rub-ons. Then the rest of the journal, other than the kit pages, is really made up of a ton of ledger papers. This is a ledger printed onto a, it's not vellum, it's not, I don't think it's onion skin, you know, it's just that kind of cool thin paper. And this came from a little packet that I'd gotten from Patty Lang at Sacred Mementos. Then in each, I don't know if it's in every one of the signatures, but I've got little collages throughout. And this is just made up of pieces from the kit, ledger paper. There's a little bit of trim there. There's a number stamp, a tiny bit of stitching. And so just a little collage that I've created. And then on this particular paper, this is a handmade paper. It's got leaf prints on it. And then on the back side, I just added some gesso just to lighten it up a little bit so it'd be easier to write in. I have a lot of journal pages in here to write on. Oh, let me get this back. They're so tall, it's hard to keep this in frame. Here's another handmade paper. Got a really nice texture to it. And I put some splats on it and some gesso, more ledger here. And this is nice, thick ledger. Another rub-on, more from the kit. Another page from the kit. And you can do some fun things on these pages. They're nice sort of background pages. And then this is a bark paper. It's very much feels and looks like bark. And I just sewed around it, kept the strings in. And that's the center of the first signature. More ledger paper. And there's the back half of that textured paper. And then here's the back half of the leaf paper. And here's a little pocket. This pocket was made from... This is part of an envelope that was made out of a handmade paper. And inside here, I just have, from the kit, a little printout. And I did back this one. Some of them are backed, some of them aren't. That's backed with painter's masking paper, a green. And then I've got a little clip on here, a little signal up on the top. And then this is just a little tag from the kit that I put an eyelet on and some sari, and it's not backed. So it's just tucked in there. The white makes it easy to write on. And then there's a little tab here. There we go. And then here's more from the printout. And then I've got here, I've just got clipped a tag that I made. And this is just a tag with three printouts from the kit. And I just put a little bit of sewing on each one in different spots. A little bit of bark there and a button. And it's backed with a cardstock, a fairly hefty card weight. And that's not going to go. There we go. This is another printout onto just a neat paper, and another pocket here. And in this pocket, I just have this little piece from the kit. This was actually, I think it had another one, and I just shortened it a little bit, backed it with some cardstock. And then I've got another one of those square prints here with a signal on top. The signal is a metal signal. And then this is a little tag that came from a kit that I'd gotten from my last video. I did an unboxing from Your Creative Studio monthly subscription kit, and this little mushroom tag was in there. So I just added some sari to the top. And then this is from an old ledger, and I left the handwriting on here. It's really pretty. It's from 1866. Cool handwriting, right? Look at that. Isn't it neat? We don't write like that anymore. And this is from a ledger too, and it's the index page. It happens to be the Y and the Z. And it's, it's ripped up on the sides, which I just think is wonderful. I left that all intact. Another piece of that handmade paper with the leaves on it. It's just really, really pretty. Some coffee dyed paper. And this is also a textured paper, a handmade texture paper. It's this rusty color on the one side and this lighter color on the other. It's just gorgeous, very fiber paper. You can see the texture there. And I've got a collage on top of that I made with, this is a tag from the kit. This is from the spine of a book. I think that is too. A little piece of fabric back there, some cloth measuring tape, more from a book spine, some ledger paper back there, and it looks like some book page back there too. More ledger. So hopefully there's lots of places to write. This is from the kit as well. So I thought that made a great center spread. There we go. And then here's another little pocket made from a pocket from the envelope. And an envelope pocket from the kit. I can't talk. And I just added this bark down at the bottom and a metal mushroom. And so I covered up whatever, there was a mushroom underneath there too, I think. Another tag from the kit, backed with some more of that painter's masking paper. And then this is just a little advertising card, an vintage advertising card for fine chromo cards, scrap pictures, and etc. So, dealers in, yeah, I don't know where they are, Arch Street. And so I just got that tucked back there. I thought it was cute because they're in a little forest, which is where you might find some mushrooms. And then there's the other side of that beautiful paper. More ledger paper. And then on this one, this was printed with beautiful handwriting all over the tea-dyed paper, or the coffee-dyed tea or coffee, I'm not sure which. And I just added some gesso to lighten that up so that you could still come in here and write on it if you wanted to. And same here, just played a little bit with that. There we go, more ledger paper. So pretty much throughout, the signatures are all the same. I used, like I said, a lot of ledger paper. A lot of the ledger paper that had handwriting on it, I left it just because I thought it was just really pretty. Here's another card from the kit that I've just cut out, rounded the corners, and inked it. And it looks like I have a little piece of the faux vintage tape on it, and it's just clipped there. Here's some more rub-ons. And I put in the center spread, I added this doily. I thought that was pretty, and the color of it was just perfect, and it's just aged beautifully. And then here's another collage. This has some fibers down here on the bottom, the edge of a fabric piece here, a tag from the kit. This looks like tea bag paper, and then some ledger paper in the back. There you go. And then here's another little pocket where I've added a metal mushroom to the top. And there's a little piece of fabric back there. And that's just some cardstock that's just kind of aged up a little. And then inside, let's see, stop doing that. There you go. Inside is another tag that I made. This is 2 tags from the kit, the smaller one on top. I added the paper clip and all of the sewing, and then some fabric pieces down here, and then just a little label. And then sewed around the outside, and then it's also backed with some cardstock. Okay, here's some vellum, a pretty picture printed on vellum. More ledger paper, more textured paper, more gessoed. This is a watercolor, like a handmade watercolor paper. It's really pretty. Here's another image that I just took directly from the kit, just cut it out, squared image. I added the little metal piece up here at the top and clipped it on with a paper clip. So I didn't do a whole lot to that. There's the center. And she, like I said, this is a chunky gal. I will list this in my Etsy shop. This had ink on it already, but I left it because I thought that was fine. More gesso on the paper. And then here's a printout from the kit. Same, this one I backed with ledger paper so that you could write on the back of it and have lines. Some of us like lines. More rub-ons here. And so I kind of did the rub-ons and everything throughout. Here's the other side of that printed vellum piece. Folded. And then this is a pocket. This is a cellophane bag. And the tag just fit perfectly in there. This is a tag from Tracy's kit that I just backed with some, this is actually Tim Holtz paper. And then I added the rub-on down here, and then I added the small tag on top. And it's loose, but it's attached with the eyelet here. So that is another tag, and it just goes, it slips right in here into this bag, which doesn't want to cooperate. It does fit if you get it in there the right way. There we go. And it slides right in there. That was just something a little different and kind of fun. The bag is gusseted though, and what I'm doing wrong is, there we go. There we go. More, oh, there's a string. More ledger paper and more from printout from Tracy's kit. And then here's another one of those pages where I added gesso and splatters. And I sewed around the edge of a lot of these. Just a very loose kind of stitch. My machine was acting up a little bit when I was doing it, but I like the way that turned out. There's the back of that third signature. And then here's another pocket. This is made from the same envelope that the first one was made from. It's just cut from a different angle, different place. These are mushrooms from the kit that I just fussy cut out. And then this is a little piece of fiber here. And then in that I've got a tag where I didn't do anything. This is the tag exactly the way it was. I just backed it with some of that bark texture. And then I added a little metal piece here on the side, little fastener, and another little metal fastener at the top for the fabric topper. And that just slips right in there. More ledger paper. This is an envelope, and the color, I really like the envelope being in here, but the color was a little stark, and so I just splattered the gesso all over it. I affixed it using that bark paper, and so that's what this is here on the side. And then I used more of that backer that's on the front cover from a I think it was a table runner. This is just some fabric measuring tape and then a printout from a piece from the kit, and I've just sewn on it. And then I added some splatters, some black splatters. And so this is just a loose piece. I don't, and then I brought this all the way around. I did not put anything in this envelope, but it's here and you can open it and easy to use. There's more of that textured paper, more ledger. And then this is another textured paper, and this has these beautiful gold leaves on it. More ledger paper, more printout. And then here's the center spread on this one. Let me see, make sure I'm in the camera here. And then I've just got another little card clipped here on the side with a mini paper clip. More ledger paper. Wanted there to be a lot of journaling places in here, if I haven't said that already. And so I tried the journaling spots, instead of using a lot of coffee dyed paper, what I did was use a lot of vintage ledger papers. So, so you've got lines, right? This is the other side of that gold leaf paper. It's handmade paper, and then I've just taken one of the prints from the kit here and backed it onto some craft cardstock to create a tuck spot. And then I've got, this is Nevada Falls, Yosemite Valley, California. And it's an old postcard, the corner's ripped off. It's actually it's not a postcard, it's an advertising card for the Jersey coffee. Yeah, or something like that. That just slips in there, and another tag from the kit. It's like backed again with painter's masking paper. That green is the perfect color to go in here. That paper comes in a nice big roll. More ledger. Here's another collage. This has a little piece of the paper that I used on the front cover and the back. Another one of Tracy's tags. This is a piece of leather left over from when I did the going postal flip flop thingy, some sewing, some bark, some fabric, and then back here in the back is from an old ledger. And then there's right there on top, there's a little bug rub-on on top. If you can see him or not. He's very subtle, very subtle. And then just more splatters with gesso and ledger. And there's another printout from the kit. And this page you can easily write on as well. And now here's the last signature. And you've even got, some space there to write. This is from 1872, this ledger. Oh, 1869, 1872, so in the late 1800s. This is a page that just has 3 pockets on it. And all I did was just add a little bit of the bark and then some, there you can see it, just a metal fastener down there and down there. Sewed around them. And then I've just got tucked in here a few things. This is one of the tags that I made, I think, on one of my videos. And so I've got that tucked in the bottom. And then this is just another tag from the kit that is on here. And actually, if I get this out of the way, this will move, but it is affixed. So if you could actually hide something behind that if you wanted to. And then this is just another tag from the kit and a little label, A.T. Jones and Sons. I just kind of tucked in there with it. And let's see if I can get that in there. Let's see, this is another tag from that same Your Creative Studio kit that I just added an eyelet and some sari at the top. And then this is another advertising card from Dilworth's Coffee, Unequaled. I put that in here because there's a mushroom right there with the bunny rabbit and a little cherub playing a horn. It's an interesting combination of characters on there. And that's a pretty sturdy cardstock, so you could fill those pockets. More ledger paper. And this, again, is that very thick, sturdy ledger paper. There's another ribbon down there. More splatters. And then I put this in this spread here in the middle. I thought you could, you can add pockets, you can clip things on, you could clip notes in there. It's a really pretty green too. And here's another beat up and torn up on the edge, which I love. Another one of the index pages from a ledger, also very thick. And then here's another card just clipped in. This is printed out from the kit. I just rounded the corners, cut it, rounded the corners, inked the edges, and clipped it in. And then here is another collage. There's tea bag paper, there's fibers, ledger paper, there's book page back here, and then more of the, oops, there you go, more of that bark paper. There's another ribbon down here. And look at that handwriting. Isn't that pretty? Don't you wish we wrote like that? We don't. Not anymore. There's more of that textured paper. And then here's another little tuck spot. Same with that printout from the kit. And I just backed it with some craft cardstock. And then this is another one of those tags that we made, that I made on one of the videos for this journal. And it doesn't have a mushroom on it, but the colors work, and it was fun. So I just got him tucked back there. And then in the very back, here's my tag. This journal was created by Kip's Corner, and that's a stamp from Tailor Made Journals that I got a long time ago. And the other half of the handkerchief and another button, and then another tag here. And this one has a little bulb pin with a mushroom charm on the end. And it's also a tag on top of a tag. And then some more of that bark. And it's just backed with cardstock, a light colored cardstock. So you can write on it if you want to. And that is it. That is the Mycologist journal. I know, when I started this journal, I didn't realize that so many from the design team would be working on a Mycologist journal the same month. So I've seen a lot. They're all absolutely wonderful. I hope this one is just a little bit different, but they're all tall, skinny journals. And like I said, they're all wonderful. So be sure, if you don't already, subscribe to all of the design team members. If you'll go to Tracy's website, Tracy Fox Creative. The links are all down below in my description. Don't quote me on the exact phrase of the name of the website, but the links are all down below. And there is a design team page there. So please, please, please go check out all of the design team members. There should be links to all of their YouTube channels. And speaking of, a lot of the design team members, along with some other guests, wonderful creatives, are going to be doing another December daily. My day, and I'm excited to be joining, is December 11th. So on December 11th, I will be posting, right now my plan is to post 2 videos on the same day. One will be a simple tag for those following along and creating tags every single day. I'll be creating one that hopefully we'll have some fun with. And then I also really want to, if time permits between now and then, I really want to create another sort of vignette piece, a more complicated piece, but using printouts from the December Daily kit. And similar, kind of maybe a little bit like what I did for Creep on June, except it won't be spooky, it will be festive, holiday. So that is my plan if time allows, but definitely watch this channel and all of the channels for December Daily beginning December 1st. The kit is available in Love Junk Journals in Etsy's, Tracy's Etsy shop. It is available now, and it is 40% off until the 1st of December. So if you're going to join in, or even if you're not sure if you're going to join in, by all means, pop over there, grab that kit now while you can get it for a really good price. And then start watching December 1st. I hope there's lots of wonderful, I don't hope, I know there will be a ton of wonderful inspiration and a lot of really fun projects. So again, my day is December 11th. So mark your calendars, hit the notification buttons on my channel and subscribe, and then you'll get notified when that video posts or when any video posts. Okay, I think that's it. If I didn't say so already, this will be posted in my Etsy shop, and I will try to get it posted at the same time that this video goes live. So if you're seeing this video, then it has been posted into my Etsy shop, and it is the Mycologist notebook. It's a tall, skinny, 4 and some change, almost 5 wide by 11 tall, 2.5-inch spine, 5 signatures. Look at that chunky monkey. Lots of stuff on the inside. A lot of pages to write on. And so that's it. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it, and I'll be back. Bye-bye.